Black Sigil, good day all. How's it going, sir? How you getting on? How have you been? We've got Tyler as well. Hello, hello. Hiya, Tyler. How's it going, sir? You alright? Black Sigil. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Black Sigil. Happy birthday to you. So, what has the birthday, the Lord of the Birthdays, presented you on this fine day? Ooh, get rid of that. Yep. Got a bit of a mucky shirt on today. Had a party yesterday. Wife made you a Hobbit feast while she watched the extended editions. Oh, awesome, man. Now that sounds like a delightfully well spent birthday, my friend. Very good and very nice. A Hobbit feast with beer and leaves and nugs. What a time to be alive. Glad you had a good one, sir. Couldn't wait for Papa Olmaph. I'm sorry, I built the twin lance last night. Well, that's alright, mate. I hope you enjoyed it. You waited a long time. And maybe today you can paint them. Has work begun on the painting yet? Ooh, that was a lot more than I was aiming for. Why does it look so dark in here? I love the build. Arms sticking to their sockets a little weird. And there's one small piece near their heads that's odd. But a great build. Hooray! It's old man time. I am the old man. Although Black Sigil's just completed another lap of the sun, to be fair, so I'm not the only old man in the stream. How are you getting on, Slow Rule? Are you good? What have you been up to? Have you seen the new knight? New knight revealed today. If I see anything knight related, I always think of Slow Rule nowadays. The little fires on the base, super nicely detailed. If you didn't notice the inside of the fire, it's actually their shield protecting from the flames. Oh, very nice. I mean, I've still not even opened the box yet. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Looking forward to making some work on that later on. I was curious to why the flames were there, but then I looked closer and it's like an actual part of the shield. I love the details on builds like that. Yeah, it looks nice. Looks good. Looks good, good, good. The Destria. Very nice, but I don't know its points yet. And for Imperial Knights, it'll be very dependent on if you can run 2 of them over 1 knight or 2 Destrias over 3 armages. We shall wait and see. Look at this, we've got the Hobbit Feast inside the Discord. Oh, baby. Breakfast, second breakfast, 11's luncheon. Nice. Haha, a portion of Farmer Maggot's crop. I like it. Whoa. I mean, this is some tasty goodness, man. Ooh-wee! Not so much the fruit, you can keep the fruit. Meat's back on the menu, boys! Oh, tasty pie to share. A nicely sliced loaf. Oh, you've even got like Lord of the Rings plates. Awesome work. You shall not pass up cake. Awesome stuff, man. Thank you for sharing. Now I'm going to dribble through the next half hour thinking about that load of food, man. So good. So good. Congratulations on another lap of the sun, Black Sigil. Slow Rule had a very good time outside yesterday. Got to play in real life. Got paired into someone very unfun to both deal with and talk to. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, that's not great, is it? Somebody who's not on your funness level. You should have said I'd have come and found you and I would have paired up. I'll bring the fun, don't you worry. Also, Tamiya time. Yeah, I finally succumbed to the extra thin cement. So we will be Oh, it was a surprise organisation. What a lovely surprise. Lovely jubbly. Now I'm going to put these gloves on for a surprise prostate exam. Black Sigil. Bend over. Jacob, good to see you. How you doing? Wasn't even funness. Dude actively cheated his army rule until I questioned it. Also kept doing all their dice rolls behind a 9-inch ruin and refused to use the provided dice box. Yeah, I mean, that's a bit of a loserish kind of vibe, right? I'm getting to that age. Sounds good to me. And then you're going to learn the difference between an oral thermometer and an anal thermometer. Do you know the difference between an oral thermometer and an anal thermometer? Taste. Haha, thumb or no thumb. Play your cards right, Jacob. I'll give you a little bit of thumb fun time. Yeah, Stephen straight in here with a happy birthday, Black Sigil. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. What's everyone's take on the AOS rumour? Haha, the anal one tastes weird. Haha, there's a difference. What is the AOS rumour then, Jacob? Enlighten me, sir. Knights looked extremely nice on the table, though. Ended up on the Facebook page of the playgroup. Nice. Well, look at it this way. At least your experiences will all be better than this one. How you getting on, Stephen? Are you good? Good to see you back here in the chat. I hope you've had a delightful day so far. What does an AOS reset look like? And if it's only a rumour, you know, I've seen that many rumours over the years. But yeah, that's why I don't like the rumours. I just like to see it on the website and then I'll believe it. So we have got a couple of packs. So we start every stream with a couple of packs. That one tomorrow is going to be a big one. XY evolutions. But for today, we've got Journey together and Scarlet and Violet base. Honest Wargaming Valrak. I do not like Valrak. I don't get like the point of these YouTube channels. Well, the point is to make money, I guess. But what's the point in just sitting and spouting nonsense about poorly constructed rumours? And they speak as if it's fact. But we're only on like the 4th edition of AOS, right? So perhaps a full reset has been exaggerated, if there is any truth in it. Stephen is working on Tyrannid Warriors. Got the base coating done. Nice. I think you saw my Tyrannids in the Discord yesterday, didn't you? My full shelf of tasty Tyrannids. All I asked for this year is a Twin Lance novel. Haha, I need the lore. Scarlet, Violet. Got myself a Warp Fire Cavalcade box yesterday as well for 85 quid. Ooh, nice. Look forward to seeing that in the Discord. Meat of the rumour is because someone who has been at GW for 25 plus years left and wasn't on good terms. Rumour mongering has been the most delicious swill for the trough of slop that the masses eat from, and boy do they eat. Very elegantly put. That's more elegantly put than half of their videos. Black Sigil working on Iron Hail Gunners from the Cathay line. Nice. Hopefully we'll see some of those in the Discord. Today I'll be opening these 2 packs, putting together the Twin Lance with some Tamiya, and maybe even putting some more gold on the Emperor's Golden Boy, which we started yesterday. And then some stickers to end it all, like we do. Tyrannids, you have a really cool looking. Appreciate that, Stephen. Tyler, I heard Phil Kelly is leaving, and if it's true, I've never been so happy. You got so much against this guy, man. Leave Phil alone. Your precious Tau. For the greater good. If they gut my cruel boys, I will only buy 40k from here on out. Yeah, I've got quite a lot of Chaos AOS and a reasonable amount of Greenskin AOS, but they are my only 2 AOS armies. Phil Kelly hates the Tau, pass it on. Right, should we zoom in, open a couple of packs, see how we get on? Right, journey together. You have let me down last time I opened you. So today, I want to see only the best pulls. A nice tasty God Pack, please. Here we go. Let's see what we get. Any Pokemon any of you want to see? Chuck it in the chat and let me know. Anything Gen 1 is always good to have a look for. Right. We got a purple fox. We got a leaf flavoured dinosaur. We got a... I don't know what that is. A brown football with a big nose. An anchor. The fire chicken. Golem. That's a nice one. Ooh, some sort of knight. Okay, we got a flame flower. Reverse. We got a emo imp. Reverse. And do we get a hit? Do we get a hit? No, we do not. We get a rubbish fox. Ooh, what a shame. Ooh, feel the pain. There's a code card. Don't know if you want that. So, we have missed again. Where are the pools? We opened all the pools a few weeks ago and now we have none. Is there a card trick with Pokemon? There are no card tricks in Scarlet and Violet. Why would you be in charge of the Tau if you dislike the Tau? His books are mediocre compared to the other 40k books. And Noah Van Joyen is such a better choice. Why don't you write to them? Tyler, message them, see what they say. Guessing you're all talking about the AOS news. Is it news or is it rumour bouncing? Is it fake news? Chaos have won. What have we won? What have we won? Right, let's open this pack. Let's hope for a hit. Although, if we get nothing in this one and we get something in the XY evolutions, I would much rather see a hit in the XY evolutions because that pack cost me a fair amount of money. Mushroom Boy. Big Duck. Dung Beetle. Oh! This looks like it's a hit. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. We got a little gerbil looking thing. Nice! And then a normal hollow behind it. But look at that, we got a hit! Quite horribly off-centered hit. Very much on the left and not really on the right. But a hit nevertheless. Remember, all the hits will be given away when we hit 1,000 subs. So if you are subbed, you will be entered in the giveaway. And I will send you a binder if you win, with all of my hits in it. So that's cool, right? Pretty cool, pretty cool. So, Black Sigil, I've got something kind of interesting going on later this year regarding BSS. If I am able to share. Ooh, what's going on, Black Sigil? What is going on later this year? Sounds exciting. Zoom back out. And we'll get this box and this glue. And we will bring the party. Where are my snips? My snippers. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go. Rumour at the moment, but even the honest Wargamer do a reaction video to it. But what is the rumour? What of Chaos won? I need to know. The issue with Phil Kelly leaving GW Rumours is that it's happened in 2012, 2016, and now again in 2026. Oh dear, Tyler. That poor mot is probably about 15 quid. Ooh, nice. Into the hits binder it goes to be given away later this year. Twin Lance, baby! Black Sigil was approached from a tournament organiser if I'd be interested in sponsoring an event here in Canada. And I said, hell yeah, baby! Now I'm going to be live streaming a featured table at the event and commentate during the game. Getting into old world broadcasting. Awesome stuff, sir. And what a fantastic job of it I'm sure you'll do. I look forward to watching. Yeah, Slate, have you got any cards yourself? Got some TCG? I think you're a Magic man, aren't you? Slate the Magic man. Have you ever shared any of them in the Discord? I don't think I've seen them. Sigmar gets killed. Slanesh escapes and all the gods are left standing tall. Even the great horned rat is with them. Well, that's interesting, because what then happens to the rat? Are we getting rat in 40k? Is that what you're saying? Only 30 subs away from 500. Yeah, that's it. Trying to get these 30. And if you guys press the like button, maybe the algorithm gods will bless us with some new viewers. Haha, secretly the rats are the blueberries. What a cheeky bit of lore that would be. Right, may as well open this box. See what is inside, shall we? NG1. This was made at 1:51 AM. Pumping out the plastic at all hours of the day. 10 to 2 in the morning. Instead of all the realms, it becomes one planet with each faction having a chunk of land. Apparently Lumineth get an island in the middle of the ocean. Wow, this is quite a detailed rumour then, right? Right. Give me that tasty, tasty plastic, boy! Ooh. The tasty smell of fresh plastic in some of the world's worst transfers. Not particularly impressive, are they, the Tau transfers? Ooh, look at this. Very good, very nice. Oh, bases 2021. Little bases 2013. Nice. Nice, nice. "1:51 AM, a Pokemon reference. Yeah, we found it. A secret Pokemon reference. My uncle, John Age of Sigmar, confirmed the rumour. Silver, new models. Have you finished Gilliman? No, I have not. Gilliman is sat here, waiting for more attention, but it took over 2 years to paint his legs gold, so In another 2 years' time, maybe I'll do his arms as well. How you doing, Silver? Are you good? Good to have you back in the chat. Tile transfers you can just do with a ruler and white paint. I do them freehand. Ooh, nice. You got a steady hand then, Slow Rule. People were saying end of AOS, but with all the new releases I can't see that. But as long as they don't drop a load of models, then most people should be okay with name change. Well, I guess we'll find out in the not too distant future, right? Yeah, I don't... Well, I mean, they've just released a Spearhead magazine. There's like 90 incoming Spearhead magazines, so there can't be much of a change to the armies because they're still releasing them all for the next 90 weeks or 90 fortnights or however frequently the magazines come out. Who knows? Not us. Certainly not any YouTubers. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Right, how far through this can we get? Whilst I sit chatting to you lot and failing to glue the plastic together. Also, it's the first time opening my Tamiya. Let's do a review of the Tamiya, shall we? Starting with smell. I'm like 99% sure that AOS at worst will get a refresh on the lore and some army systems. It's like an infinite money printer that barely overlaps with 40k and 30k. Yeah, exactly. And if these leaked rumours turn out to be 90%, 95% false, then there should be repercussions for those YouTubers that sat there doing 15-minute videos on them. Tired after working day is over, Silver. Sit back, relax, maybe grab a model or a paintbrush, and let's chill, shall we? I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here to chill out on this Tuesday evening, or Tow's Day as we may call it. Right, Tamiya. Oh, whoa, 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 sweet child of mine. Woohoo, baby! Ha ha! Sniff review. Mwah. 10 out of 10. Will sniff again. Ha ha! Oh! I'm hearing colours and seeing sounds. Jesus! Jeez! Ha ha ha! What a time to be alive. Silver is painting. Good stuff, Silver. What's on the painting table today then, sir? Ha! You got the goods? Right, I need to snip some stuff first. Oh! Wow. That is the good stuff, y'all. Right. There is the leg. As we play our advent calendar style game of Find the Number. Good to have you all here and active in the YouTube. Appreciate that. Anyone who hasn't clicked the like button, if you like it, like it. If you don't, press the thumbs down, I guess. But what you can do is get involved in the chat. Always good to hear from you guys. Just an old vampire model from Warhammer Fantasy. Nice. If you like the old world, check out Black Sigil Studios. He's been commenting earlier in the chat, and in fact it is his birthday, so what better day to sub to the old world master himself than the day of his birth as he achieves another lap of the sun. Whilst I sit here sending people to other channels when I need all the help I can get myself. What goes around comes around, as the famous Justin Timberlake master once said. What goes around comes around, comes around, comes all the way back around. Right, more snipping required. Solvent abuse is not very cool. You should not do it with your friends at school. There you go, that's a public service announcement done. Oh. Where's number 2? Ah. Right there, right there. Are you a metal music guy? I sure am. I have lots of different metal music tattooed on my arm. Rock music, metal music. I've got half a dozen guitars the other side of the room. All of the music on my YouTube shorts is all entirely made by me. How about yourself, Silver? What kind of stuff are you into? Alright, let's Tamiya this place up, shall we? God, the smell of that is outrageously strong. Ooh. Oh, goodness me. Goodness gracious. Now let's test its sticking power, shall we? Izzy Wizzy, let's get sticky. Seems reasonable. Been listening to metal since I was a kid. Good stuff. Have you you got some bands that come to mind? Ooh, black and death metal. Wizardora, Weirdora. I have got a weird aura. Ah, so you're into the heavies. I've seen Cradle of Filth. Do they count under that umbrella? You're listening to 103.5 Real Rock FM, where we play nothing but rock, rock, and more rock. Yeah, why not? Why ever not? Rock, rock, and more rock is good for me. Radioactive Imagine Dragons. Yeah, I've been to Download Festival a few times. Pretty cool festival. Number 5, number 5. Okay. Hey, Peter's back. Peter. My dad and mum used to have Pantera, Danzig, and Man of War on rotation. Nice. Do like a bit of Pantera. Dum da 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 dum ba da da dum ba da da dum ba da da dum da 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 dum da 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 dum ba da da dum. Respect. Walk. You talking to me? Yeah, I remember the day that Dimebag got shot. I was walking to school. Not cool, man. Not cool. Right, there's its hooves. Some might say they are, I do not. Come on then, Silver. Tell us some of your favourite bands of the moment. Hey, this Tamiya stuff's not bad, is it? Patrick was right. Don't tell him. I'm an old Iron Maiden fan. Nice one, Stephen. Another band that I've seen live. Although I do only know their like most popular songs. Still, I enjoy a cheeky bit of Iron Maiden. Slow Rule. I've been jamming to RuneScape music more than anything currently, getting us hyped for the league. Nice. I bet there are some metal remixes of RuneScape songs on YouTube. And if there is not, then there should be. Listen to the old stuff from the 90s. I'm old stuff from the 90s. Listen to me, listen to me. Oh, we've got a leg. We have a leg. One leg has been composed. You've actually done a good job of designing this sprue to have stuff near or next to the piece that you've cut out, which is good. Makes a nice change. Yeah, I must say, this glue is doing a good job. do 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 do. Oops. So what's everyone working on this evening then? Anybody just sat back, relaxing, enjoying the twin lance erection? Or are people making and painting all their own stuff right now? Bouncing is, of course, working on the Gorkanaut that Bouncing won in the Christmas giveaway on this very stream. Looking forward to seeing how that progresses. Did some good work on it yesterday. Playing some Helldivers while the wife is catching up on work. Nice. And Tyler's watching along and painting Farsight here and there. Good stuff. The Blossom Boy is getting some coats of paint. I like it. See, I would have bought Farsight, but because Twin Lance came out, I was like, yeah, Twin Lance all day, baby. Maybe I'll buy the Blossom Boy one day. We'll see. I've certainly not got a big amount of points of Tau. I've only got about 1100 points of Tau. So plenty of room to be purchasing some more. Now we have two legs. Two can be as bad as one. The Farsight card related boxes are extremely good value. Farsight, Full Crisis Squad, Broadside, and a Riptide. Yeah, I got the Retaliation box from the year before. But I'll keep my eye out for a Farsight box. I remember when the Tau came out. Been a few years now, yeah. Must be over 20 years, right? I just got motivated to open up my Toxicreme Malceptor Tyrannid box. It's got old, not very detailed instructions. That's not ideal. Not ideal. And yes, as the bot says, hello and thank you all for being here. If there's anybody that wants to get involved, any questions, suggestions, general chat, give me a shout. Let me know what's going on. Right, let's make its crotch, shall we? Ain't no party like a Tau crotch party. Ooh. Yeah, this Tamiya glue reminds me of Airfix glue. It's got a real Airfix glue kind of smell to it. My first ever time using Tamiya glue, so here we are. Or extra thin cement, as it is labelled. Tell you what, it isn't half pungent. I've got this the wrong way around. No wonder it wouldn't fit in. Whoops. Oh, I've broken a piece off. That's not good. Oh, Tamiya, your review is going downhill. Problem in chair, not in glue. Oop. Like the legs almost slot in actually. I was overthinking the leg situation. Well, I've horribly ballsed that up. Oh dear. It's all going horribly wrong, guys. Oh, they pop in. But now I've melted the plastic and the hole no longer pops. Oh no! Let's just leave it like that and pretend nothing happened. Haha, Olmaph strikes again. Haha! Hey, tech support's here. Cheers, gents, working and lurking, but loving the tunes. Good to have you here, sir. Always good to see the tech support in the chat. All of the limbs have two little dots where they can slide into position. Yeah, but unfortunately I ballsed that up. So mine's custom posed. Okay, that's what we're saying. It's not a mistake, it's a happy accident. Blame it on the Tamiya, that's what I say. Multi-pose model is cooler anyway, that's it. That is it. There is something about these Tau boxes because I put the box of the twin lengths on the floor and now the cat has immediately entered the room and is sat on the box. Let me take a picture. Don't you let Patrick hear you say that. Cat cam, I chucked it in the Discord. for the greater meow. That's the bottom half. I'm trying to do the top half. That cat has great eyes, all the better to see you with. But yeah, she's got such an addiction to towel. She just wants to sit on the towel all the time. What a strange little bit this is. Very strange. So I'm happy that you're all working on your own stuff in the background, but if there is anything you want to talk about, don't hesitate to let me know. More than happy to chat and build. If you are new, introduce yourself, say hello, hi, and we'll have a little chat. All slots together quite nicely, this model. My girlfriend has forced me to start watching the show Modern Family, and I hate sitcoms. However, I really like this show. Nobody tell her. Shh. Just like how I caught her reading the Farsight book last week. Ooh, nice. Yeah, Modern Family's a pretty reasonable show, right, as shows go. I want to discuss if salt and vinegar chips is the best snacks while painting. I say yes. Yes, however, you get salt and vinegary hands, which is not ideal, unless you've developed some sort of receptacle to funnel the chips straight into your mouth without having to use your hands. Chipswithchopsticks.com. A fair... No, they are crisps. Yeah, chips, crisps, same thing in America, right? The issue I have with chips is the stuff on your fingers, exactly right. I'd rather have a cleaner snack. Cheese and crackers. Even cheese can be a little bit slimy, right? Crackers is okay. Dip my hands in the water pot. See, here we go. Here's a guy who's thought out his snack choice very well. This is years of experience speaking from Silver. I have, yeah, a water pot for your paints and a water pot for your hands. A little cleaning vestibule. Ah, you cut up a small bunch of cheese. Do you then use little sticks to pick up the cheese? Cheese is not dry, is it, generally? So there must be some cheese residue being deposited on the hands. Cheese is a kind of meat, tasty yellow treat. Ah, usually it's the crumbly cracker that is the issue. Okay. Any other recommendations for snacks in the chat? What are the top tier snacks? Come at me. '26 and 27. It's been a pretty fun build so far. I'm quite happy with this. Quite enjoying it. Some nice tobacco is good if you don't have snacks. Okay, Silver, old school. What kind of tobacco? Are you chewing on the tobacco? Are you a chewing tobacco kind of man? People don't really chew tobacco in the UK. Twiglets, but you would need a bucket of water to hand. Ah, you like the Marmite sticks. The sticks of Marmitey pleasure. Always knew bouncing was a weirdo. A beer or hard stuff. Yeah, I quite like a beer at the weekend with some Warhammer. Bottle of wine and a painting session. Nice. Snuff, pipe tobacco, cigars. Bloody hell, Silver's got all of the supplies. Awesome stuff. Bouncing. Hate Marmite, but I like Marmite flavoured sticks. Weirdo, weirdo, weirdo. I've never had Marmite. Fun fact. I've had Twiglets, but I've never had Marmite. And now I've cut these two out and I can't remember which one was which. In for a penny, in for a pound. Looks about right to me. Is it right? I don't know. It's gonna have to do. Alright, let's do the other one. Here we go, here we go, here we go, go. Bottle of wine, cheese and crackers, and a joint before a painting session. I just end up sniffing Tamiya for 4 hours, mumbling to the Omnisire. That's it. That's the way to do it. So you wanna be a gangster in the golden ring? Can you move like a southbound freight train? Tell me just one thing. Can you bob, can you weave, can you lie and deceive if you need to? It's weird because when you put this Tamiya on, it kind of looks like it disappears. It bonds that quickly with the plastic. Crazy, crazy, crazy nights. He's crazy. I love that film. A little bit of Bugsy Malone. Yeah. I could have been anything that we wanted to be. Yeah, not seen that in ages. Sometimes random songs just come to my head. So Tyler's been watching Modern Family. Anybody else been watching anything? Bouncing probably wants a little bit of Bugsy Malone. Alfonso is here as well. Alfonso, good to have you here. I'm building the new Twin Lance using Tamiya extra thin cement for the first ever time. Alfonso, are you a little bit of a Warhammer kind of guy? What flavour of Warhammer do you have, sir? Thank you for being here. I have a pile of shame. Or is it a pile of opportunity? Imperial Guard and Death Guard. Nice little combination. I've got quite a big green Death Guard army. In fact, I have one of my Death Guard War Dogs here, ready to be painted. Just happens to be next to me. We actually did paint one of them on the stream last week. How did you get into the hobby then, Alfonso? And what was it about the gods that you liked so much? What regiment of IG do you like the most? Tyler is a fan of Acadian Jungle Fighters. Let's see what Alfonso has to say for himself. I went in with a close friend. We started around the end of 9th edition. Always been a fan since I played Dawn of War years ago. And the expansions for that game drew me to play God. Nice one, Alfonso. Silver says that Praetorians are their favourite. Tyler wants to make the crew have red handbands. My law would be that they ate the Jungle Fighters. Ate the Jungle Fighters, kept the accessories. I like it. So Alfonso, are you working on anything at the moment? Ooh, Praetorians remind me of the Royal Guard. Wow, you guys seem to know a lot about the IG. Stephen, looks like the first Lancer is coming along nicely. I gave up on the Malceptor for now, until I can focus 100%. Back to just watching you work. Nice one, Stephen. If there's anything you want to talk about whilst we glue together one of the twins, more than happy to chat, my friend. Alfonso, I love Catachans as well. I hope they have a refresh in 11th because the models are horrendously old looking. Currently working, have multiple things going on. Building ratlings and scions. Nice. And the Imperial Guard are just an overall cool army. Even though I'm strictly Tau. Yeah, Tyler is the biggest Tau fan that we have in our chat. Also painting 2 Hellhounds, a Dawn, and almost finished painting a squad of 6 Bulgrim. Alfonso, you sound like a very busy guy. Working on a lot of stuff. Tell you what, it'd be pretty cool to see that stuff in the Discord. If you are happy to share, then !Discord in the chat will get you a link. Come and take a look around and maybe share some of your stuff. Would be cool to see. My close friend is also Tau. Always a tough matchup for guard. Yeah, you need all the cover. You need as many things to hide behind as humanly possible. Otherwise the Tau's gonna get you. Railguns and Markalite equal dead Le Man Russ. Yeah, they can be quite shooty bang bang, can't they, Tau? Speaking of, shout out to Andy Hoare for introducing the Damocles Gulf Crusade to 40k Universe and what got me into the Tau. No green skins. There are many green skins. D6 Dias. However, today is Tau's Day, and what better thing to do on a Tau's Day than the Twin Lance, baby? Are you a green skins kind of guy? I have a button on my stream deck for the green skins. Sounds a little like this. I'm an Orky boy, baby! Nice. What got you into the Orcs then, D6? And if you want to show us your Orky bits, !Discord in the chat will get you a link. Alfonso, it'd be good to get you in there as well from the YouTube chat. We've got the red brand and the purple band streaming at the same time today. And we stream every Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. So if you guys need to figure out when to work through your pile of shame or your piles of opportunity, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday night, I am live and we can do it together. Right, let's give this fist a bit of a snip, shall we? Ooh, Cobra's just posted a load of Tzeentch stuff in the Discord. Demon Army looks awesome. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice army. Big fan of the fantasy genre. So Space Orcs sounded great. Yeah, I've got 40k Orcs. I've got AOS Gloomspite Gits. And I've got Old World Orc and Goblin Tribes. Greenskins is my second favourite army behind Chaos. And I'm guessing that Skeeter in the Discord is Alfonso in the YouTube chat. So welcome to the Discord. Take a look around. Good to have you. How come the Tau alphabet isn't called the Tauphabet? The Tauphabet on a Tau's Day stream sounds good to me. Yeah, I look forward to seeing some of Alfonso's God in the Discord. What are you hoping for then, D6 in 11th edition, with all the heavy rumours of increased greenskin action? Get ready for action. Hey, we've got Ian. Ian's Outdoors Recovery in the YouTube chat. Good to have you here, Ian. First time in the channel for Ian. How are you getting on? Are you a little bit of a Warhammer kind of guy, Ian? Fan of the hammer? Need a weapon. A weapon. Chop, 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 snip, snip, snip. Bring back looted tanks, says D6 Deuce in the Twitch chat. Want my boys rolling around in a looted Land Raider? Yeah, that'd be cool. Very cool indeed. Do you think we will get new Orc bikes? I'm thinking this year there are going to be a load of cool new bikes. I'm hoping Orcs and Chaos get new bikes. My armies will become very mobile indeed. Good, thanks. Just started getting into the hobby with the Spearhead magazine. Awesome stuff, Ian. What was it that convinced you to purchase the plastic, Ian? What got you in? And which magazine are you most looking forward to receiving? Which army do you quite like the look of? Great way to start with AOS is the Spearhead magazine for sure. Very good value. Did you go for the premium? Yeah, the premium comes with 4 extra kits, one of which being the Great Unclean one, Rotigus, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Bikes would be awesome. Anything that gets them into fighting faster is a plus. Yeah, for sure. I think judging by the rumour engine picture of that grot hanging on for dear life, I imagine that's going to be a bike if not something very fast moving. Always wanted to as a young lad, but was pricey and definitely Skaven. I do like the Skaven. Very cool army. So yeah, when's the first one of those arrived then, Ian? Or has it already arrived? Bouncing is hoping that the orcs have been doing some shooting practice. Nah, you don't need to do the daka daka when you can do the slasher slasher stabber stabber, right? Right, let's get the left arm done as well whilst we're here. Because currently this twin lance is armless. And we need it to be doing the big boy damage. Oh, leave him alone, he's armless. Safari's a goodie. Let those dry a second and I'll chuck them into their sockets. Got the first issue from the newsagents. Gone premium. So you got the first one from the newsagents, you've gone premium, and any day now for issues 2, 3 and 4. Yeah, and there's some big boy Skaven in the first couple of issues as well, right? Which would be nice. Nice way to start. And as you start to want to build them and paint them and stuff, we are here every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, live. So you can sit here, have a bit of a chat, have a bit of a build. Also makes you carve out that time for the building and painting, because sometimes you can just sit there and think, I've never got the time. But because we're here every Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, you at least know that our online Warhammer club will be ready. And if you're a Discord kind of person, you can join the Discord as well. And there's people in that all day, every day. Which is nice. Right, let's see if we can get some weaponry inside these sockets. Using Tamiya glue today for the first ever time. Safari's a goodie. So all you need to do, for those of you that aren't in the Discord, you type !Discord in the chat, a little link will appear. You click the link, you come and say hello. Simple as that, really. Simple as that. Pretty well made, this Twin Lance build. Like, it slots together really nicely. It reminds me a little bit of the Riptide. That slots together nicely as well.
Following my screen, my friend.
D6 Deuce, yeah? D6 Deuce in the house. Thank you for following me. D6 your boy. Every time somebody follows or subscribes to the stream, we do a little journey through the warp, just like you just witnessed, to say thank you for following the stream. Very much appreciate the follows and the subs, and the discords and the chatters, the tippers, the supply senders. You are all very much appreciated. Thank you. So now, it's got arms, it's got legs, but it needs a couple of shoulder pads and a shield, and that is what we'll be doing now. Do, 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 do. Oh. Not entirely sure how this piece fits on. Sat praising at how well this is put together, and on this bit, I don't know how it fits. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't sit. Do the other one first. Okay, I can see how this one fits in. So we can get this one done, which is good. Right, so that's that one. Revisit this one. Je ne comprends pas. I don't want to just stick it anyhow. I can't figure out how it goes. And as every other piece is slotted in, I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. Man, I just found out you can be juxtaposed. What a banger of a word. You never heard of juxtaposition? Can't wait to forget it and sound dumber in like an hour. Sounds like the first time I had sex. Well, it should be slotted in, but you're not quite sure how. Yeah, I've clearly done something wrong at some point. I don't want to commit to gluing it. What's it say on the next page? Maybe that will clear things up. Stephen, can you see how it fits from the box art? I had a little look. This next page might make a bit more sense. Let's have a look. I think it's just like that. Oh, now I've snapped its arm off. Things have gone from bad to worse, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, this let's blame it on the Tamiya, shall we? Stupid Tamiya. Right, let's let that dry again and then I'll have another go at trying to put the shoulder pad on. Are you cutting from the right sprue? I assume so. Have I made an ass of you and me? No, that's definitely the right piece. It's just all the other bits have like a little slot where they slot in, and this one just doesn't. I'm just going to glue it on. Yellow. I mean, it won't even glue on. It's just not right. This is all Tamiya's fault. Well, it's on. I'm just not convinced about how it looks. And it looks like the picture, but it doesn't seem right to me. And now it's fallen off. Oh, now it's on the floor. Sérieux. I just think, like, the inside of this shoulder piece, right, doesn't have a corresponding bit to this arm. That makes no sense. Yeah, I this was going so well until this one bit where clearly I've done something wrong, because it shouldn't take this much effort to do a shoulder pad, right? Yeah, it's definitely the right shoulder. It just doesn't make sense. There is no... like, the little slot inside the shoulder pad doesn't match up with anything. How frustrating. Right, I need some top quality conversation in the chat now to take my mind off this stupid Tau. I hate Tau. Never making Tau ever again. Right, I'm leaving it like that. I'm letting it dry. And that's how it's going to stay. Gonna head out, y'all. Gotta start dinner and walk the pup. Have a great rest of the stream. Cheers, Tyler. Thank you for being here, sir. Appreciate that. And hopefully we'll get both of these done before the end of the stream, which would be nice. Then I may well baste them at the weekend, as in base coat them, and then paint them next Tuesday. Sounds like a good plan. Boom, ba-da-down, ba-da-dum, dum, down. Shield goes on perfectly, no problem. We're back in business, boys. We are back in business with only the head left to go. And then the base. Oh, there's some bits of the head that it doesn't want me to glue. So does it just pop on then, the head? Interesting, let's find out. And does anybody have any ideas, you know, as I put in the Discord, for driving people to the stream? Because I'm thinking about doing a giveaway, but then I'm not sure, do people care about giveaways? Is there anything particular you would want me to give away? What are we thinking? I don't trust that not being glued. I mean, it says not to glue it, but I'm almost definitely going to glue that. I feel like if I don't glue that... Ah, okay. Does the glue... Haha! Bouncing, I like your giveaways. Yeah, you've got a Gorkanaut out of it. Driving us to the stream. Are you a taxi service? If I need to literally go and pick people up to make them watch the stream, yeah, no problem. You don't have to give anything, right? Like, you're the content. See, we did a giveaway at Christmas, and like quite a lot of people came to the stream because of the giveaway. And I just want to get the 500 subs, and then by the end of the year, 1,000 subs. But my like big internal target when I started last year was 500 by the end of March, and I'm going to miss it. And I don't know whether I just keep steadily building or try and do something flashy to grab a load of people before the end of the month. Thoughts, opinions, always happy to hear. Thankful for you to let me know what's in your mind. Patience not always my strong point. I think this bit glues on, which keeps the non-glued bit in place. Am I right? I think so. Things were easier in the past, so annoying to build stuff today. I feel your struggle. I think there are some really nice models, like the Riptide I really enjoyed building from Tau. The Great Unclean one was a really fun build as well. And then some stuff just gets randomly fiddly. And I've got big chunky man hands, and they're not always the best. Okay, right, the head has been glued. Now I've just got to get the head in the actual right hole. Ah, it was in the right hole. Cool. Right, so we need a rock for the base and a little bit of flames. And then that is twin number 1 done. Stephen, I like giveaways. It's always fun to have a chance to win something. Yeah, I need to think about it. I don't like to half-heartedly do these things. What would you like to win? That question goes to everyone. If I was to give away something, combat patrol? Or are people done with combat patrols? A unit of your choice? Combat patrol? Something along those lines, maybe? Trying to think. Or maybe like a big prize, small prize for first and second. A bit like we did last time. Haha, a stomper. Bouncing just wants to win all of the big metal orc machines, alright? Stompers are even more money than the Gorkanaut that I sent you. Whoa! Price of a combat patrol, I believe. Yeah, therefore I could do a stomper. Silver, no need to give anything, but it will draw attention to your stream for sure. Maybe I'll do that in the month of April then. Rather than rushing it and trying to get people in before the end of March, I'll do the whole of April. This is a good idea. The whole of April. And then we'll do the first stream of May will be a big 5-hour stream to celebrate 500 subs, which I will hopefully have hit by then, right? Slow Rule, I'm back. Sorry, I was trying hard to annoy my wife. What did I miss? Just talking about what sort of giveaway action I'm going to do in April. So I'm going to do a giveaway to get to 500 subs and celebrate 500 subs. is the plan, is what we have been talking about. At 500 you get to monetize. You get the first level of monetization, so you get memberships and you get super chats. Plus it's been a personal goal, and as I was saying, my aim was the end of March for 500 subs. Doesn't look like we're going to get there. However, the end of April, still a pretty good feat. Having started streaming 1 day a week in August, moving up to 2 days a week in September, and now we do 3 days a week. So, instead of looking what I may or may not have done by the end of March, I should look at what I have done in total, right? So Tamiya doesn't stick it to the base then, is what I'm learning. So for that we need super glue, right? Tamiya doesn't stick to the base. Is the first one finished, Stephen? It is more or less there. I'm just trying to get it onto the base. But I didn't realise Tamiya didn't stick it to the base, or at least it hasn't for me. So I'm going to dollop it in super glue. See how we get on. Super glue and Tamiya fumes now. Double whammy on the fume intake. Yeah, looks reasonable. So there we have it. There we have it. One of the two twins is complete. So the question remains, for those of you that haven't got involved, if I was to do a giveaway of a small box, a medium box and a big box, what would you want to win and why? You type that into the chat whilst I go and have a celebratory wee. I'll be back in a minute. I'm back, I'm back. I've been and done a wee. Which one is this? Relanta or Relokai? I have not got a Scooby-Doo. Does it say? This says it's called Exemplar Sunseer. There you go. Whichever one the Sunseer is. Ha! I mean, if you're giving away boxes, you could always do price ranges instead of dedicated boxes. Be easier. For example, a combat patrol, a big model, and one other. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking like a squad. A squad, a big boy, and a combat patrol. Big box stomper because Gorky needs a friend. Or a Tau combat patrol because why not? Give out gift cards. Gift card is a possible idea. If it's got the fusion guns, it's Lantar. If it's the cannon, it's Lokai. It's this one. You see? Put that to one side. And we'll see if we can get the other one done before the end of the stream. Medium Usheran, because my fleshies need a deranged leader. Also, no shipping for you. So what I would do, Silver, and I learnt this the hard way in the last giveaway when I had to ship stuff across Europe, I would order it for the person from their local store or eBay or something. That's my plan. That is my plan. Son of Odin, what's up, brother? How are you getting on? How have you been? How have you been? Right, number 2. Let's get it. Also, I've made that model and cut everything out, but I am left with 2 guns. I wonder if they're for the drone, maybe. At the end. Potentially. Could do with a couple more likes on the old YouTube if anybody watching hasn't clicked the thumbs up and they fancy it. That would be jolly awfully good of you. Haha! Silver has a GW in their town. Awesome stuff, awesome. Son of Odin is working and painting the Death Guard. Awesome, I look forward to seeing the Death Guard in the Discord. I do like a bit of the green plaguey boys. Plaguey boys, getting plague on the plaguey lands. Right, let's get snipping, shall we? From nothing, something. Oh. I like how even the toes come separately. And I guess when 11th comes out, I'll have to do an 11th edition starter box giveaway as well. I think that'll be a good one. That'll probably be in a few months' time, right? But what's going to be in the starter box? That is the question. How many of you had this edition's starter box? How are you going to paint them? What, the twin lengths? My towel colour scheme is pink and yellow. But I have only painted one town, it's not finished yet. So I'm still working on the colour scheme, still trying to get it how I want it to be. Ew, 11th starter? You can keep it. It'll have those damn Space Marines in. Don't you just see them as basing bits, Slow Rule? I only buy what I intend to play. I seem to be the only person I know that doesn't buy sprue for decoration. See, I have that many different armies that I have all the sprues anyway. So if you ever want sprues for decoration... In fact, I showed you a picture on the Discord when I looked through all those sprues for some pointy boys for you, Slow Rule. Lots of sprues in a multitude of what they're called, toolboxes. If I need Space Marines for basing bits, I go to the free painting tutorial. Nice. I know too many people who love John's Space Marine. And they're like, oh yeah, I have one spare or something. Don't tell them. They give me 14 Space Marines over 2 years. Nice. What do we reckon the mini of the month will be next month? And how many of those do you reckon you'll be able to get? Snaffling up the free minis. Snaffle, 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 snaffle. Boom boom bow, skibbity bip bop bow, skibbity bip bop, a digga digga da boop, bibbity bip bop bow. I only buy what I intend to paint also, but I don't see a problem if it's miniatures in a box a few years before I do it. Yeah, that's it. This blueberry right here, the blueberry of all blueberries, was on my shelf for over 2 years. Just sat there waiting for some attention. I've got that Chaos Knight in the box still from the day I bought it, and I bought it on the day it was released. It's still in the box. Yeah, there's not a huge amount of rhyme or reason as to whether I make it immediately or it sits there for 2 years. I'm hoping the mini of the month will be boys. Oh, some orc boys mini of the month. That'll be amazing. Green skin mini of the month. Yes, please. Hey, Patrick, baby. Patrick Dudgeon. Patrick Dudgeon. What did I miss? You missed me sniffing half a bottle of Tamiya whilst putting together the twin lance and having a good chin wag. How have you been, Patrick? You good? All good. Just got back from some games. Squeezed in 2 games against the Space Marines. 1-1. So all good. Sounds good to me. What flavour Space Marines were they? And I am 1 like away from double figure likes for the stream today. If anybody fancies clicking the thumb. Thumbs up for your boy. Took my sisters. Generic Space Marines. My buddy has squads painted into different chapters. Who's running a flamer detachment. Okay. Quite a clever way to play Space Marines. Okay. Sounds good to me. Glad you enjoyed it. You get a very impressive amount of games in as well, sir. I must say. Hey, we hit double figures. Appreciate that, everybody here. You fantastic human beings, you. You crazy carbon-based life forms. Well, that's 2 legs. Now to assemble the crotch. It's got to be something interesting. They won't just push John Space Marine on us again, right? What's that for, Slow Rule? Patrick, I like to squeeze them in when I can. Like this past weekend, nothing, and next weekend, nothing. So some midweek if I can. Yeah, makes sense, dude. You a busy boy again this weekend? What have you got on? Hey, Nordic Barons in the Twitch chat. Good to see you again, sir. Hope all is well. Likewise, yourself. How is Coco? Being a little hands-on here. Little dog had a stroke on the 16th, so being full-time recovery nurse. Yeah, I saw about that. TIA. Hope it went well. The recovery, that is. I saw you were chatting in the garden and the dog came out under their own steam, which is a good sign. Hopefully recovering nicely. Patrick is working a jazz festival. Smaller secondary stages this weekend. There seems to be a hell of a lot going on in South Africa, man. Sounds like a pretty cool place to be. She is doing very well, each day a little better. Good to hear, man, good to hear. You ever want to talk about it, just give me a shout, man. Happy to listen. We've got some deployment pics in the Discord from Patrick's game. Deployment zone. Okay. Yeah, he's got a little bit of all the coloured Space Marines. Nice. Good stuff. Looks like fun. Your summer is coming to an end. Just as our festivals start to begin in a couple of months' time. You could hop over here and work all the UK festivals. Would not be nearly as warm as the ones where you are though, that is for sure. Worked an outdoor festival last weekend that got closed early due to wind. Too many baked beans. Yeah, it's super windy here at the minute actually. And it's chucking it down with rain as well. I heard dog had a stroke and I was like, oh, how cute. And I was like, oh no, yeah. Yeah, the bad kind of stroke. Not the fussy good kind. Alright. Now that the legs are attached to the crotch, let's get the body going. Don't tempt me. Got some buds working in the UK now. They're loving life. Yeah, I mean, festivals are one of the real top bits about the UK. For such a small accumulation of land, we have an incredible amount of very well attended festivals. Other stuff, not so great, but festivals we are very good at. And then you'd be in the land of the Warhammer. You'd be able to go to the Warhammer world, which is just a little building in an industrial estate. But nevertheless, the Great Hall and Bugsman's Bar. And in summer, Bugman's Bar has a balcony you can go and sit out on as well. So you get a real good view of the industrial park from there. How's the extra thin working out? Patrick, I like it. The smell reminds me of Airfix glue. It's like super fast acting and it does a very good job. Like, yeah, pretty pleased with it, to be honest. I appreciate you sending me the tip which paid for the glue. So Patrick, this glue is the Patrick glue. Appreciate that very much. Don't forget, guys, the UK is a blasted hellscape, soon to devolve into civil war and dictatorship. Well, other than that, we've got some fantastic festivals. Any of you guys been to any UK festivals or anything like that? I think if I went to a festival now, I'd probably have to go in a camper van. I think my years of sleeping in a tent are somewhat on the way out. Hashtag old man. Hashtag boomer. You bought any of the 2026 releases, Olmaph? I'm currently putting together the Twin Lance, which was released only this weekend. What else have I bought this year? Let me have a look. Anything that stands out? I'm sure I've pre-ordered. I've got the Necrosaur, the Necrom, and the Catan Shard, but they're still in the box, unfortunately. As I was saying earlier, there's no rhyme or reason as to what makes it instantly out of the box and what sits there for 2 years. Patrick, he was slagging it off earlier. Bouncing, you horrible snitch. Snitchers get stitches. That's what I've heard. Bloody hell, dobbing me in immediately. And we have nothing but wind-swept caves between Birmingham and Newcastle. The desolate landscape. I'm glad you got a set. Saw so many sold out for that one. Yeah, when I added it to basket, it said last few. Bring it on. Come on, come on. Come on! You want some? I'll give it you. You want to deal with me? Oh, I put glue on the wrong bit. I am so good. All's well that ends okay, so I'm going to end this with a few and have a nice day. I can never get over watching the news and they do the weather and it's like London, Birmingham, Newcastle. Sometimes we get York or Liverpool. Yeah, I never bother watching the news. Predominantly a waste of time. I just Google the forecast where I live. And to be honest, it hasn't got a freaking Scooby-Doo what the weather's going to be. Like, weather forecaster is one of the easiest jobs on the planet because you make it up, you get it wrong, and nothing happens. Son of Odin has never ventured across the pond. Now you'll fall off the edge of the flat earth, my friend. Excuse me, odd fellow. Sounds very like you're asking to see Uncle Fisticuffs. Yeah, let me at him. Let me at him. Have to confess, Incarn isn't fully built yet. Mostly ready for sub-assembly painting. That may take a while. For sure, but it'll be fun and it'll be good to see at the end. Once a week we open the BBC News and keep up with current sadness, then go back to doing other things. Exactly. Exactly. The depression report. This person said this thing. This is why you shouldn't like what they've said. We are the BBC and you should do exactly as we tell you to do. You must pay your TV license or we will kick down your front door. Because all the tax you pay is not enough, you must pay a fee to the BBC. Son of Odin, we are the knights who say, nee! Cheeky bit of Python in the chat, I like it. Hey, Blob's here. Blobbity blobbity. How you getting on, Blob? How have you been? What have you been up to? Bibbity bobbity. Bum 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 bum. Did you see the BBC press release saying to save money, cancel Netflix because BBC will be running some classic series for free? Not bloody free, is it? BBC's more expensive than Netflix is. No, he's not coming to the window. He's been a very naughty boy. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Do you think there's something funny about the name Biggeth Dicketh? He has a wife, you know. Just airbrush some ultramarines. Nice one, Blob. How's the ultramarine army coming along then, Blob? Haha. I know his wife. Incontinentia buttocks. Let me see your silly walk. We've got all of the different bits coming out now. What is the weight of an unladen swallow? Blob just started with it 2 weeks ago. Nice. So what's it looking like so far? What units do you have and what units have you painted and assembled? And are you enjoying it? That should be question number one, right? That's what we aim for. A little bit of enjoyment. That's the whole point. While you were studying the Ministry of Silly Walks, I was studying the Skibbity Fortnight. We are not the same. Slow rule, trying to pretend they are younger than they are. Love Python. Call me Mr. Raymond Luxury Yacht. Haha, it's merely a flesh wound. Blob's painted 10 Terminators and a few other guys. I really liked my Terminators. Quite enjoyed painting them. To the point where I was thinking I'd quite like some more Terminators. We'll see what the future brings. In fact, I've got a load of Chaos Terminators I haven't painted yet. What have the Romans ever done for us? Not sure that's gone on how it should do actually, but here we are. It's in. I'm not old, I'm 37. Wow. Alright, Grandad. Bloody hell. How was the Millennium Bug? They are easy to paint. Yep, easy and fun. That's what we like. The ultimate combination. Nordic Baron. Just got the Red Corsairs and they look mean termies. Nice. I bet they'll be fun to paint. It's spelt Luxury Yacht but pronounced Throat Wobbler Mangrove. I fought in your general direction. Twin lengths, Mr. Fahrenheit. You are spot on the money, sir. This is the second twin of the two that we are building today with our Tamiya Super Thin, which was purchased courtesy of Patrick, and he's a tip. One thing that I noticed with Tamiya, which doesn't happen with Revel, is Tamiya reacts with your skin. Just an observation. Don't shoot the messenger. Let's go! My buddy just got it in two. Nice one, Fahrenheit. Yeah, taking my Tau up to 1100 points with the twin lance. Tamiya is just better then. Stick the kids' shoes to the ceiling when they drive you up the wall. Top tips. Top tips from the Nordic Baron, I like it. So has anybody been reading the books on the Black Library app? Has anybody downloaded the 8 books that are currently free on the Black Library app? There are audiobook versions as well, which you can't be bothered to read but want to hear the stories. A good option for you. Bouncing has got to dash. Thank you for being here, Bouncing. Appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good evening. Have a good sleep. I'm not old. I'm 37. Wow, Son of Odin's 44. Great granddad. Since you are from the UK, do you like the band Guilt Trip? I don't think I've ever listened to Guilt Trip. What sort of music do they do? I'll give them a little bit of a listen. I'll check them out. Bum 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 bum. Ordered some blue stuff last night. So is blue stuff different to green stuff? Hope to do some custom stuff, not Black Library, but I was reading 8th edition Harlequin Codex. Has stories of the Harlequins protecting the library. Except the time Ahriman helped himself to it. Okay. Yeah, if you're interested, man, the Black Library app has got 8 books free currently. If you download them before the end of the month, you can have them for free. Pretty cool. And I've been listening to it on audiobook, which has been nice as well. You can have a little listen while you're doing other stuff. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Haha, installing the Black Library app. Cheers for the heads up. Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, it's certainly got me really excited for the lore. Having a bit of a listen. The first one I've started listening to is the Gilliman one, which then resulted in me starting to paint the Gilliman, the blue and gold favourite son. Or the Avenging Sun, I think the book is called. Season. What are you doing, you bugger? That water tastes a bit funny. Don't know what I've done with that. Probably just old. Things taste funny when they're old. She wants to say hello. Say hello. Hiya. Hello. Howdy. But you can't come on the desk because there's lots of plastic, lots of glue, and that's no good for a fluff ball like you. Go away. Go away. Good girl. Now we have cat cam again. She sits there licking herself. Hello Daphne, says Patrick. The famous fluff ball. D-cat. It's the D. The fluffy D. The cat for me. Hey, J Mad Dog is here. The dog appears as the cat cam is on, as she is playing with her own tail. How's it going, Mad Dog? You good? Good to have you back. 2 for 2 on the streams this week, sir. Nice work. Be right back after fight the cat. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof. Fucking hell. One thing I do notice with this extra thin is when you've got a heavy piece with a small surface area connection, it does struggle a little bit with that. But not the end of the world, not the end of the world. Just a comment. Stay off your Tamiya high horse. The dog and cat wars have been going on for over 50 years. They've been going on for millennia. Mad Dog, what have you been up to, sir? What have you been up to? Them pussy's teeth. Got teeth. They bite. 85 and 86. Here we go. So Nordic Barony, you been doing any DJing recently? I've been watching some DJ videos on YouTube. Been getting some inspiration. Been trying to convince myself not to buy a DJX controller. Glued that onto the wrong one, I think. 55. Ah, yeah, I have done. Good job I noticed that. Silly sausage. There we go. We've even got Major Havoc here. Look at Twitch chat today. Busy, busy Twitch chat. Usually it's the red brand with all the chatting. Come on, YouTube. Keep up with the Twitchers. Mad Dog just got home. He's painting another jump pack of Sultan. Nice one, Mad Dog. Sounds good to me. And Major Havoc. Just realised I got the casting couch in the background. Yeah, boy. You have to pay extra for the casting couch treatment. How have you been? How have you been, Major Havoc? What have you been up to? Major Havoc, our 4-month subber on the old Twitchington. How's the Twin Lance kit? Nice build? Predominantly nice. Couple of bits that haven't been as straightforward as the rest, but as I say, predominantly nice. Currently packed it all up and put it in the cupboard. Got 4K in a broom cupboard while I move about. Ah, okay. Been designing a new room layout, so I've got to clear out to move about. Fair enough, dude. That should be good when it's all sorted. Okay. We are getting there, we are getting there. Mortarium build is a bit frustrating. Yeah, a little bit fiddly the way it all slots together with Mortarium, but a nice model though. A nice model. Eskimo, good evening, good to see you, sir. How are you getting on? And J-Mad Dog, if I stay at my current speed, I might be able to get him done in one day. Nice work. Well, I'll sit here continuing to distract you for another 15 minutes or so, Mad Dog. Nordic just bought some chocolate profiteroles. It says contains alcohol. Wow. Nice. Alcoholic chocolate and cream. I like it. Hate to build lictors. They have more parts than a big Norn. See, I'm interested in buying a Norn because a Norn will take my Tyrannid army up to 2k points. I don't have any lictors. Also, I found out that in the new showcase tomorrow, they'll be revealing new bottle designs for their paints. Ooh, how did you find that out? Where did you hear that rumour? An Eskimo just came back from the cinema. What have you been to see, sir? I'll drink to that, yeah, for sure. Right. 81, 81. Probably with a price increase, yeah. I think, yeah, the paints don't often increase in price because there's so much competition in the paint space, right? So maybe with the rebranding and new pots, we will get charged more money. Fun times. I was going to drink anyways. What are you drinking, son of Odin? Project Hail Mary was a good movie. Good to hear, Eskimo. Good to hear what you're doing now that you're back home. I have a lifelong buddy who his dad worked at Games Workshop when I was a kid, and now he works there. Don't really know what he does, but I know his dad helped design some things on the Death Guard when they originally came out. Ah, nice. J Mad Dog with the inside scoop. You heard it here first. I like it. Thank you, Mad Dog. Got a friend who knows a friend. Ah, just watching my stream. Nice. No minis tonight, just chilling out. Yeah, I'm just going to get this this other twin complete and then we'll be off. So people recognise what they're for. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, they had to rename the store from Games Workshop to Warhammer. So, changing the paints to Warhammer. Everything's Warhammer, Warhammer, do the Warhammers. Collect all the Warhammers, buy the Warhammers. I have 5 Hellblasters which I need to prime. Uncertain if I should prime them blue or black. I would say maybe black and then grey. And then put the blue over the top. Yeah, black and then grey. Dry brush white. Blue contrast over the top. That'll look nice. Give it some texture, some depth. The only other thing that he did tell me, or what he could tell me without getting fired, was that there will be some remodelling. praying that it is Ravenwing. Okay. Ravenwing would be a cool redo. Slap chop. Now, it doesn't necessarily need to all be slap chop Eskimo, but I do think that the Zenithal base with the blue contrast over the top is a good starting point. Faux show. Very easy to get thumbprints with this Tamiya paint, more so than my other paint. I do like it that they've made the gun stick to the underarm a lot better. Put a nice little groove in there for me to glue up. And they've recently had some attention on the Space Marine 2. Okay. Have a great night. It's dinner time. Enjoy the food, son of Odin. Have a good bit of munch. Thank you for being here, sir. Have you used your airbrush? No, I haven't, Blob, actually. Not got round to it. I fully intend on doing soon, though. Mad Dog is working on a Ravenwing company. Reavers, Eliminators, Jump Pack Assaulters, Bikers with a jet. I called it earlier at the start of today's stream. We're going to see a lot of new bikes this year. Bikes. Because the Chaos bikes are the same bikes that came out 20 years ago, right? Orc bikes. We will see new Orc bikes tomorrow. Very confident of that one. New Orc bikes. Nordic, I'd be considering borrowing and remodeling those white Scar bikes into Ravenwing. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Especially that that grav bike that the leader has. That's pretty cool indeed. Blob, why are you sad? Sad that I've not used my airbrush again. It will happen. I've just been pretty busy. I've been ill followed by busy, which is not the greatest combination. Did you open Pokemon cards earlier? Eskimo, I did. And I pulled this card. Pretty cool. Hormot. Full art. Not very well centered though, so it wouldn't grade a 10, which is a shame. But it will be added to the binder and given away in due course. Ba-na-na-na-na. Ba-na-na-na-na. Love. Aha! Did you get a muck? No, there was no muck, Eskimo. One day we'll pull your beloved muck from one of these packs, and we will celebrate together as Mukbang Brothers. Loving the new stuff on the Red Corsair's Rhino. Will be good when they run the gambit of upgrading the other armies' rhinos in the same way. I'm just hoping that rhinos evolve, because rhinos are so old, man. All the stuff based on the rhino. Let's make it, give it some curves, give it a little bit of love, a little bit of HD action. This is a big question. Where can I find beak helmets in an upgrade pack, or is there a kit that I have to buy? I want to put them on some of my Raven Wing Reavers. Yeah, there'll be a beaky upgrade kit, right? eBay is usually the best place to look. Yeah, they're 3D printed ones that Nordic has posted. You can of course buy the official ones as well. Depends what you're aiming for. What you're trying to achieve. There we go. Added the winged prime to the squad. Looks pretty good. Not sure if I'm going to get the Tyrannid prime with the lash whip or not. Yeah, I decided against that myself because I've already got the winged prime. I didn't fancy another prime, but why not fill a table full of primes if that's what you fancy doing? Whatever you think looks cool. Rule of cool. Eskimo, got myself a new desk clamp lamp aimed towards hobbying. Really surprised how well it lights the desk up. Yeah, for sure. I've got two. I've got these two here, so I've turned them both off. You can see I lose the light instantly. As I turn them both back on, boom, we have light. Makes a big difference, right? cut the other shield out. We'll get it on this arm here, shall we? Nicely done, nicely done. And it was a fairly cheap lamp from the Daylight Company. It didn't have high hopes, but it really surprised me. Nice. Let me have a look, see if I can see which of my Space Marines are beakies. I might have some on spare sprues somewhere, as only one of my tactical marines is a beaky. Let me see what Google's saying about the old beaky boys. Let me do a little bit of a searching. Daphne is having a fight with the Tau box now for some reason. Where are you based, Mad Dog? US. Okay. I found some in the UK. Let me have a look at the USA. USA. Oh, I could just set it to USA, right? Rather than trying to search in the USA Google. You can get stuff from the UK, okay. Is there a share button on this page? This link has got 10 available. Hang on, you're in the Twitch. Let me put it in the Twitch, see if it works. How do I get the short link? Is there a share button on this page, which means I can share it easier? Tiny URL. Ain't nobody got time for that. Here we go, I can just share the store. Sharing the store may be easier, because that's got a shorter URL. There you go. Britannicus Games. You can get 10 beaky helmets for 12 quid, which is pretty cool. Pretty good. Got loads of little bits on there as well. Loads of bits. Oh, it's got some separate beaky helmets as well, so you could get a total of 12. Because it's got 5 for £6, and there are 2 lots of 5 available, which is 10. And then he has got 2 other beaky helmets as well. So that would be the full 12. And this guy's got loads of stuff for sale, this store that I've shared. So you can get all sorts of stuff on there. Nice. Pretty much every type of head possibly imaginable. So yeah, go knock yourself out with that one. Let's try and complete the twin lance. Okay. Get the helmet, put it on the base, go to bed. That is the plan. I've missed a little... Oh no, that goes on in a moment after the head. Appreciate it, I took a screenshot. Yeah, there you go. So you can get 12, you can get at least 12 beakies from that guy, which is nice. Oh, ooh. Very nearly drops the smallest piece from the kit onto the floor. That would not have been fun. It's getting late. Need to concentrate. Yeah, do you know what? I don't like that this Tamiya leaves such terrible thumbprints if you are not careful. That I am not a fan of. Don't really get thumbprints with Revel. Ooh, time to attack a massive box of profiteroles. Enjoy, sir. Enjoy the creamy goodness. Also working on perfecting the Imperial crest on the chassis for the Raven Wing. Almost have it down to where it is perfectly matching the crest on the original Raven Wing seal. Just need to get the earth shade right. Still working on it. Nice! I like that, Mad Dog. I look forward to seeing that in the Discord. Should have warned you, it's easy to get fingerprints. Best way is to hold the pieces together and put the brush on the join. Okay. Let the capillary action drive the glue into the crack. Okay. Yeah, I'll give that a go next time, because this boy is nearly done. Wow, it's late. It is late. Oh yeah, I forgot you need super glue for this for the base. Oh no, it seems to be sticking. Let's get the super glue just to be doubly sure. Hey, Dr. Absence in the YouTube. How are you getting on, Dr. Absence? Are you good? Good to have you back in the chat. All the way from the USA. It's been a while. It has, but I'm glad you are back. Although the stream will soon be finished. You need to be about 3 hours earlier tomorrow, please. And then we can have a real good catch up. And you can let me know all the things you've been getting on with. As this twin lance is nearly complete. Yeah, I was in Dallas, so I couldn't watch live. Okay, fair enough. But now you are back once again for the Renegade Master. We can tell when you're enjoying a project because you stream for longer. I just wanted to finish it during the stream, that's what it was. Had a few unfun days dealing with people, but at least the stream is a good vibe. Love a long client meeting at 9 PM. Oh dear, slow roll. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, at least you've got me and my entertaining ways. The glue sniffing fun and the Tau goodness for the greater good. And I'll pay for this tomorrow when I'm very, very tired, but it's all worth it to get you guys entertained on a Tuesday evening. I now do Gun PLA and Warhammer. Nice one, Dr. Absence. I look forward to seeing you share that stuff in the Discord. It'll be good to see. Very good, very nice. Well, there we have it. There is the two twin lancers complete. We'll do the drones tomorrow, I think. Now that I'm full of all the solvent fumes, I should get a nice good sleep. Have you done a Gun PLA model? No, however, I've done lots of Tau, as we have done today. Yeah, the humorous idea being that Gun PLA is basically just Tau. But what we're going to do now is we're going to put the Tau to one side. Oops. Put that there. Put these here. That there. Chuck that there, put that over there, and we'll open some stickers. As that is how we finish the stream. Even if it's late and I need to sleep, you guys will get to see some stickers for the Emperor. So let's oh, we're already pretty zoomed out, aren't we? Seemingly I forgot to zoom in today. I don't know, that was a long time ago. So, we'll get a couple of packs of stickers. Random selection. Oh, Gilliman. Good old Gilliman, the returner. Right, let's do a zoomy. We will open this pack. Right, what are you guys hoping to see? Any particular units you want to see the stickers or the cards? So there's 4 stickers and 1 card at the end. We've got a Space Marine with a plasma weapon. I do like the plasma weapons. We've got a Necron. Oh. We've got more Necrons. Oh, we got the whole double Necron sticker in one pack. That's kind of weird. And then right at the very end, we've got High Marshal Helbrecht and the Black Templar. Cool looking card. I think they're all duplicates though. Maybe not the Space Marine. We will find out. Well, this is the Space Marine of all Space Marines. It's Gilliman on the pack. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. So we've got a Blood Angels Dreadnought. Hey, we've got a Pirate Orc that was on Made to Order recently. We've got a Bold Space Marine. One of the Bold Battle Brothers. We've got the Horus Heresy. And our card at the end of the pack. This is one for slow rule. We've got an Imperial Knight. The Knight Warden, an imposingly tall, heavily armoured engine of war. Nothing announces its presence on the battlefield quite like an Imperial Knight Warden. There we have it, folks. So, I don't know if any of these aren't duplicates. But we will find out together. Right, let's get the book. The Holy Book of Warhammer Stickers. Let's have a little look, shall we? I bet John Space Marine number 182387 and 19298. Oh, maybe a Necron. Again with Helbrecht. Yeah, exactly. So, number 8 is the Horus Heresy. As you can see, if I move that light, you'll probably be able to see better. You can see Horus Heresy duplicate. Next up, number 36 is the Space Marine with the plasma gun, which is the Hellblaster that we already have. Duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. All the way to 116 next, which is the Orc, Captain Badrook. Duplicate. This could be our first ever double full duplicate packs. 146 is the Furioso Dreadnought. Duplicate. And then we've got 3 Necron stickers, and I think we've got all the Necron stickers. All but one we have. Which means these are all duplicates. Our first ever 2 packs full of duplicates. Not ideal. However, good artwork, fun for everybody to see, fun for us to collect. It's all about the fun and the rule of cool, and these stickers are pretty cool in my book. As are you guys for sticking right till the end. So let me say thank you to every carbon-based life form that has watched my stream. Hopefully you got something out of it. Hopefully you enjoyed it, had a little bit of fun. Hopefully it brightens up your Mondays, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and hopefully you have a good time in the Discord. Hopefully you've clicked the subscribe button in the YouTube as we march towards 500, which is a big target of mine. And hopefully you have a great rest of your day. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, and if not, in the Discord throughout the week. I hate computers. Don't say that, they'll get you. Skynet's coming for you. So yeah, good night everybody. Have a good one. Thanks for being here. And I'll see you soon. Now, commence operation. Wave goodbye for a minute. And click stop stream when this song ends. Y'all ready for this? Maybe I'll press some of the buttons on the on my soundboard whilst I'm waving.
Thank you and good night.
Oh,